in the Niger Delta area. I had a purpose in my mind why I'm saying where it happened, so that also you will be able to identify with their militant nature and understand the story and believe in it. So it happened that he was meant to go and find somebody to be harvest chairman in the parish there. So this man was recommended. So he came to meet the man to invite him, and the man actually accepted. He's a very rich man. So father was so happy, and I'm very much excited that the man accepted. In fact, I remember actually it's not easy to find harvest chairman. Like even in Lagos, I noticed throughout the day, the time I was there, some parishioners or those who are church officials may be listening. They will, Lagos now, we know people, it's not easy. They will fall back to the parish priest, and you have been running away from that kind of tax because it's not easy. You have to pacify, placate, and try also to make promises of God's blessing to the person. Anyway, that's our path. But it's just for us to understand the mood of that Reverend Father at that point that the man accepted. He was so much excited. Then in that excitement, he started to do something that became a kind of a doom to him. What happened? He now started praying and used holy water everywhere. Before he could say Jack, the man ran into the house, brought a gun. You are destroying the thing. You are destroying everything. Is he still here? He ran to his car and moved. Why I referred where it happened. We already know how those people are. They don't pretend. And that is the truth. And it's a bishop saying this story. It happened. Can you imagine? Somebody already being invited to be a harvest chairman in a church, and the person welcomed everything with good mind. And then also the person that came to invite him was so happy. So what can I do for this man? Let me start blessing already. And he was blessing water and scattering the water everywhere, not spreading the water, not knowing that the water is scattering something. And you already know these people. I think I have worked in that kind of side also. They don't hide there. I worked at this place, Nembe Brats. This their oil money. It comes in at any time. You will see people rejoicing, feasting. They can eat very well, you know that. In the next second, where they are eating, fight has started. Because somebody somewhere has brought in money from those who are exploring the oil. And they need to share this money. And somebody wants to get the lion's share. Fight has started, those who are eating, and when you meet them enjoying, you will like them. But at the same time, when you meet them fight, you will hide your head. Anyway, it looks like a story, but it's coming from a bishop. And he is not saying what happened to somebody, to his priest. What happened to him? I don't think that bishop will just decide to fabricate this story for what. And then the purpose why we revered why it happened, because somebody will say, is it possible? It happened. Not just that it was possible, it happened. Just like, and they act like that. Everything was calm, everything was going on well. But as the water was scattering, the man cannot hide it again. If he doesn't go in to bring gun, they could have continued to scatter. And then you imagine, and that is why we are not far from the theme of this month's prayer. Femi, last month I reminded you, for over the years we normally write out the theme. Come here and ask me. It's important, we always have theme. I noticed now for the past 3 months, it's as if to say this prayer has no theme. Yes, we know that the theme stems from the theme of the month, but we don't repeat the same point. Yet this month we are praying for God's faithfulness. But this 9 midnight is actually drawn from that God's faithfulness, and we title it God is God. I thought about that. You can imagine everybody in the church is looking at this man as the highest. as the richest. In fact, for the church to be blessed, we have to tap in from him. But by the end of the day, we became disappointed because his source is not from God. And they imagine that it was God that gave him the blessing or the money. Can anything be scattered? Nothing comes from God that scatters. And somebody knows it. God is God. And that is why it may be difficult for me to skate through. But it's better I hang on to God, waiting for the day he remembers me. It may be difficult for me to be at peace. But elsewhere I go, will that peace come? No way. It may come in the eyes of men and women, but we know that as far as it's not coming from God, it cannot last. And it doesn't guarantee peace of mind. And that is what happens. And we go on to pray today, saying, declaring, well, yet it will be our team on the vigil. But as I join today, the Holy Spirit tells me that we should introduce it. God is actually God. And that is why if you are looking for God, know you that it is God you are looking for. And the Bible tells us, seek him. It's only when you seek him that you find him. Seeking him and finding him are not the same thing. You cannot find until you seek. And when you are seeking, it's not automatic you have found. Seeking is a process. And finding is a reality. Both of them are not the same. There is a great difference between them. If you have found, there is no need of seeking. But if you are actually seeking, you know that you are going towards somewhere, finding. And the seeking does not guarantee an automatic finding.